Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole and welcome to my video of the best in beauty for 2021. I was kind of on the fence about whether I would actually do this video or not, but I think it might be an interesting video for you all to watch. 2021 was the year where I didn't cover a lot of makeup on this channel. We certainly went a lot more in the direction of skincare. Now, also because I didn't try as much new makeup in 2021, I think it's really interesting that my preferences and my tastes actually really changed as a consequence of that. As a consequence of not feeling this urge to try every new product on the market, I ended up really settling on absolute favorite products last year in a way that I really actually didn't do in previous years. For this video, I just grabbed the products that I've used a lot of, and let me tell you, a lot of these are near empties, they are repurchases, they are products I've gone through several tubes of. It's a different video for sure. But maybe it's fun. I think I'll tell you in advance. I have a top 10 list here, but I don't have any eyeshadow palettes, none, zero, zilch. I don't have any lipsticks either because as I've said in a few videos, I really just gravitated towards clear lip balms. Yeah, pigmented lipstick plus masks, no, it's not my favorite. It is just a matter of time before that lipstick somehow ends up in the center of your chin. I am not wrong. But I'm sitting here wearing lipstick I often do for videos. We all do for Zoom meetings, so I figured I would still pull out a few more products and have kind of an honorable mention of products that I've really enjoyed, but still maybe haven't used quite as much as the top 10 here. One more thing before we start this video. So I have not yet watched anybody else's Best of Beauty 2021 video. I am so curious. I have seen them all in my recommended lists, but I didn't want to be influenced by those. I didn't want to watch those videos and think, oh, I gotta include that product. It makes me suspect that this will probably be a massively different list from other people's, but I can't wait to find out. Y'all can feel free to comment below. Do you have a similar top 10 list? What is your top 10 makeup list for 2021? Rather than rank this, so to speak, from least to most used, I actually think it would be most helpful for me to talk in terms of what I suspect will be most universal for those of you watching. It'll all make sense as we get into it, so let's go ahead and do that. My number 10 product on this list has got to be one of the longest running favorites for me, the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer. Listen, first of all, the Ulta brand, severely underrated. I don't know why nobody talks about the Ulta brand's products. There are some incredible hits. Yes, there are some incredible misses as well. That's always how it goes. But they have some real hidden gems, and this is mine. This is my hidden gem. I want to be clear that I'm putting this last on the list because I think that this won't be the case for other people. This is the lightest coverage concealer that I've ever found that still really flatters my skin. And that's the thing, I suspect that a lot of people are wearing concealer because maybe they want to hide under eye circles. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. I have acne, so my under eyes are actually an area of my face that I typically like, but I want to enhance a little bit with makeup, and that's what this product is just absolutely perfect for. It is not drying in the slightest. It's actually, I dare say it's hydrating. It feels incredibly light on. It's got a little bit of a luminous appearance, which actually makes it super beautiful for highlighting the center of your face. I just love it. That said, I also don't think it's going to be for everybody. So even though I've gone through, I can no longer count how many of these I've gone through. It's a great product if you are looking for just something that will look beautiful under your eyes without adding coverage. Number 9 on my list are these brushes from What's Up Beauty. Since they sent these over, I have not been able to stop using these. These are such high quality brushes. I was actually blown away by the brand as a whole. Do I have, oh yeah, of course I have a video. I'll link the video if you're interested. The reason I'm putting these in the number 9 spot is because I don't feel I know what these compare to. I have a lot of brushes from IT Cosmetics, MAC, Real Techniques, e.l.f. Cosmetics, but I don't have a lot of the really expensive brushes. These are made in Japan, which I understand that this is its own thing. It's its own world that I really haven't dipped my toes into much. However, once I received these and started using them, oh man, I think I understand, but that's my hesitation, is that I just don't know how much these compare to other made in Japan brushes. There's even a term for it. See, again, I'm so sorry, this isn't my world, but maybe I'm missing out. This is a topic where, once again, I have to send you over to Personal Beauty Lab. She is so much better at this topic of brushes than I am. All I can tell you is, wow, I love these. I'm blown away. They're holding their shape extremely well. They've been through a lot. Number 8 on my list is a product where I do think that my enthusiasm over this is more than just about the formula. It's about the shade match that I found. Of course, that's none other than the Kogendo Aqua Foundation. I was just about to tell you the name of the previous generation. So I ended up buying this in, what deal did we buy this in? I think it was a Macy's deal. We got this for 50% off, which was mind-blowing. That was expensive enough. This is, by the way, another Japanese-made product, which is really interesting. That is interesting that Japanese-made products make up 20% of my list, because I feel like we don't actually have access to a lot of Japanese-made products here in the US. Anyway, I digress. So I bought the shade 213, which is this classic color for people that have an olive undertone. I don't really like bringing up that I have an olive undertone on this channel, because there's always someone in the comment section below who's like, she doesn't look green to me. So people with an olive undertone aren't walking around looking bright green, just like how people with a pink undertone aren't actually bright pink. So I want to make sure I'm clear that that's a big reason why this is such an incredible product for me. I'll show you the application of this, and you can see that, it's just a perfect match to my neck area. I don't really want to match products to my face because I have acne, I have redness in my face. I want to match my foundation to the rest of my body. So we have a perfect match going on. Now, this has happened before. I've had perfect matches in Rare Beauty 170W, perfect match. However, the formula was not a good match for my dry and acne-prone skin. It was a disaster, whereas this one is just absolutely a beautiful, beautiful formula. It is lightweight, it has a little bit of luminosity to it, it sits on your skin in such a flattering way, even when I'm having breakouts, even when my skin is dry. It's perfection. Turns out perfection comes with a real high price tag. I kind of have a lot of complexion products, which, again, not surprising, difficult skin type, I'm going to gravitate towards complexion products. So let's do the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge next. I feel like at this point everybody has probably had a chance to try this and see if it is a holy grail item for you or not. I think the interesting thing to me with the post-beauty blender age is that almost everybody has found their perfect dupe at this point. Some people, it is the Shop Miss A. That is also a wonderful sponge, by the way. Some people, it's Real Techniques, Juno. There's so many sponges on the market. For me, the e.l.f. one is my personal favorite. I love buying it in the e.l.f. deals. Y'all know e.l.f. does 60% off on the website, those types of deals. That's when I stock up. So this is my favorite. I would say it's not an exact dupe for the Beauty Blender. Nothing ever will be an exact dupe of it. This one is maybe a little bit more soft, which I'd rather have than a little bit more hard. I also feel like it holds up really well. I like the Shop Miss A ones, but I felt like I was ripping them a little bit too quickly. This is a good balance of just a little bit more soft, but not too much that it rips. Let me go ahead and talk about this brow pencil next. This will come as absolutely no surprise to those of you that are subscribed to this channel. The Joah Precision Brow Pencil, I use this pretty much every single day. This would be one of the top most used products, along with the Ulta Youthful Glow Concealer. But the thing is, this is a very creamy brow pencil. I love that on my dry skin. Thank you so much to those of you who did explain to me in my K-Beauty $3 to $5 products video. I asked you all, what is the appeal in a really stiff brow pencil? And you know, I really appreciate that you all explained it, because now I get it. It is a much more natural look, and I agree completely. It is a more natural look. But for me, I would rather, you know, use a brow pencil that's very creamy on application and then just kind of brush it out. So for me, the Joah Precision Brow Pencil is everything I could possibly want, because it's this perfect creaminess. This shade right here is Cool Taupe. Perfect match for my brows. After all these years of spending a lot of money on Benefits products, which I would say are close in creaminess, it's nice to find that same creaminess but a better color match and a better price. Number 5 on my list, this seems like it's all complexion products, just bear with me. Number 5 is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Sunscreen. This is a newer product to me also, but it is so good that it's just gotta go in my best of beauty. I've never seen a company do what Tower 28 did, and yet it needed to be done so badly. They came out with this incredible range of a tinted mineral sunscreen. It's an SPF of 30, all mineral, non-irritating, including for people with allergies to chemical filters, alcohol-free, incredible shade range. I mean, that's the thing. It's not that they just came out with a bunch of shades. It's a beautiful, all-encompassing shade range, and it's actually a really well done product. And you know, like I said, this channel is more about skincare these days, so when this first released, I was nervous that it was going to be like all the other SPF containing tinted moisturizers where you can put on a little bit of product, the same amount you would for foundation, but you can't apply it in that full quarter teaspoon amount or it will look goofy. But somehow Tower 28 did it. You actually can apply that amount of this and it looks amazing on your skin. It actually looks amazing. If we have a similar skin tone, and all of my foundation shades are listed in the description box below, I do well with 15 Melrose. It's not quite a spot-on match, but because it's light coverage, it does work. I think this is the first product on my list where I actually have a dedicated video review of this. I think there's only 2 reviews of these products, but if you're interested, I will make sure to link it. In the number 4 spot, I'm gonna go with the Merit Cheek Color. So Merit had sent me a bunch of their products earlier last year. I bought more of these blushes right here, although this one was gifted. This is the shade Terracotta. Probably one of the prettiest, I would say. Well, that's personal preference. No, that's personal preference, Alice. But I really do think it's just a beautiful neutral color for everyday wear. It is so easy to work with. If you don't want to mess with blush and spend a lot of time with it, you just roll this over your face, just kind of pat it in, and you have such a natural color that lasts all day. It feels like nothing on. Now, I know that there's a whole sea of cream blushes on the market, but I would say what makes this one stand out for me personally is that it's easy. So if you're somebody who's looking for a more high impact blush, this may not be your personal top pick. But again, some days, some days I just want to roll out of bed, put my tinted sunscreen on, add a little bit of blush, a little bit of mascara, maybe some lip balm, and call it a day. And that's what this is perfect for me, and it is so easy to use. I am going to put into the number 3 spot the Jane Iredale Powder Foundation. This is one of those products where it was not initially on my radar at all, but we were talking about this in some of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty videos, and so many of you kept saying that's the only foundation that I wear. That's a really good way of getting my attention, because I feel like, especially in the proper YouTube beauty spaces, people don't stick with one product. You're constantly trying new products. To find something where there are people saying that's all they've used and for years at this point, that stood out to me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to spend the money and give it a shot, and I could not agree more with you all. This is so easy to wear. It's the only other product that I have a dedicated video on, so check that out if you're interested. I know that Jane Iredale isn't a YouTube popular brand, but wow, I get it. I see why people stick with this. In the number 2 spot, y'all, if you have not yet bought from Korean beauty websites, I'm going to tell you one more time, the MQNY New York Waterproof Pin Eyeliner is a mind-blowing product. This is every bit as good as the American equivalents, the popular American equivalents. How do I even do makeup if that's the way I draw? I actually don't know how I do makeup if that's how I draw a straight line, but I tried. And hey, you're getting an idea of how a solid black that line is, how easy to work with it is. It's really incredible. It's really incredible. I think there's, I made that video covering all of the Korean retailers. It was actually really surprising and interesting to see how many people have not made a purchase at all through those retailers. I definitely get it, but I'm telling you, once you start buying from them, you will wonder why you waited so long. As mentioned, I have some honorable mentions that I want to go through really quickly. So, first of all of the Nabla products that I bought in an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I bought one of the blush, one of the highlighters, and one of the bronzers. I'm wearing all of these today. By the way, the shades are Ambra, Lola, and Ozone. They're so beautiful. Now, granted, they do remind me a little more of trends from a couple of years ago. They're a little bit more intense in application. But sometimes you want that, sometimes you just want a really beautiful, glowy look, a beautiful bronzer. They're just really well done products. I hope we see these again in the spring 21 Days of Beauty sale. I think that's when they happened last year. So I said I don't have any eyeshadow palettes for this video, but I did settle on an eyeshadow stick here. This is from Black Rouge, so another Korean product here. This is what I'm wearing today. I found myself really gravitating towards this. Now, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and I do use them often, but this is just so fast. So something really funny happened when I was trying to film a clip of this. I've been trying so hard to figure out how to pick this up with my cameras, how to really show the detail, because some things just don't translate on camera. So I thought, what if I swatch it up against the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick? That'll show the differences between these. It doesn't. In the video that I have up, it looks like a perfect dupe. So let me make something really clear for you. The reason it looks like a dupe is because it's the same kind of intensity, but it's different. This is a very glittery product with multicolor glitter in it too. Whereas the Bobbi Brown equivalent, at least the shimmer version of their longwear sticks, that does not have glitter to it. So I would say, you gotta be okay with glitter to enjoy this product. Look, I'm just going to tell you, I love glitter. I'm going to be rocking glitter into my 80s, my 90s, however long I have on this planet, I will continue to wear glitter. Even if that is because it's a residue from that one summer when I was 24 and I decided to wear glitter. Glitter, not even once. But yeah, the reason I grabbed this one, I've tried the e.l.f. equivalent. I've tried quite a few products like this. This one, as well as the Bobbi Brown, if you want the non-glitter version, they're just so fast to apply. It's like a lot of the product transfers onto your eyelid, whereas with the e.l.f. version, or most of the drugstore versions I've tried, I feel like I gotta sit there rubbing it across my eye, which is a real weird sensation. You can feel your eyeball. We don't have to talk about it. So again, I've been picky with lipsticks. Let me actually start with the one that I'm wearing right now. This is Baby Bellini from the Lip Bar. This is, in my personal opinion, the most moisturizing, hydrating, and yet pigmented lipstick formula on the market, somehow in beautiful packaging, somehow drugstore pricing. I don't know how this brand does it, but they absolutely, like Joah, they don't get the attention on YouTube that they deserve. The Lip Bar did kind of have a moment. Everyone was all excited about their long-wearing matte liquid lipsticks, remember those days? But the bullet lipsticks never got the attention they deserve. What I think is especially nice about these is if you are somebody who does have a little bit of lip lines to your lips, then you know, just like me, that there are certain lipsticks formulas that just really exacerbate that. This one is one of the best options for lip lines. And again, that probably is because it's hydrating and moisturizing. I genuinely think it is actually both, which is something that is very rare. You will pretty much only get that from a lip balm. And this specific lipstick, I'm telling you, super underrated. So underrated. And then I did grab just a regular basic balm from Katkin. This is newer to me, but I'm so happy that they had gifted me these. I had seen all of these beautiful Chinese brands all over YouTube in 2021, right? But so many of them are so expensive, and yet Katkin is out here with these gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous products, and they're not too expensive, y'all. Much like the glittery eyeshadow I was talking about, there's no way to really pick up on camera how beautiful these are, but they're embellished. They have this texture to them. Magnetic enclosure, beautiful packaging. You feel so fancy reapplying this one. And I like the balm itself. I think that there's a lot of good balms on the market. This one is just, it's really fun to use. My number one product of 2021, the product that I think most of you will like, is the MIlani Anti Gravity Mascara. A mascara? Really, Alice? A mascara? A product category where you have said personal preference is so important with mascara. Yes, I think MIlani has gone and done it. I think there is a reason this has such a high rating in spite of not going out through influencer. Let me do my best to explain it. Okay, so first of all, the one detail that you do need to know that could prevent this from being a holy grail for you is that we are talking about a plastic bristle wand, but it is not the same type of plastic bristles as, say, the Benefit They're Real. It goes really short in the middle, so if your problem with plastic bristles is that they've maybe, poked you in the eye a few times throughout your life, this one doesn't poke you in the eye. It's too short. But again, if you hate that feeling as a whole, you might not like this mascara. Everything else, this mascara masters, in my personal opinion. It is a good, deep, rich black color, which everybody wants in applying a mascara. It separates your lashes while you run this through, so you don't have clumping, and yet you have a moderate amount of volume. There are more volumizing formulas, but it's that good in-between. So you're getting separation, you're getting volume, and it doesn't flake or smudge through the day. It stays in place until you take it off. This one is just so good, y'all. It's so good. I think that, again, I do think that mascara is a lot about personal preference. So it's possible that you could try this and say, no, I do want more volume. I do want more separation. But I think that the reason for the high ranking is because it's hard to find a product that appeals to such a wide variety of people and yet is affordable. I'd actually like to hear from someone who hated this, because at this point, I haven't. I have not yet seen a review from someone who hated this. I've only seen people say, yeah, I like it, it's a good product. And that's it, my friends. That's my best of beauty for 2021. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, feel free to let me know your top 10 beauty products for 2021. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you are all having a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time.